So, you might be asking yourself, why is he wearing a bow tie? Why is he wearing a tweed jacket? Well, it's because bow ties are cool to start off with, and because I think tweed jackets kind of go with them. But also, it's because it's what the 11th Doctor wears, and it's what I wore to the second Doctor Who Symphonic Spectacular that was held in the Opera House up at Sydney. I'm here to tell you what that was all about. Well, what did we have? We had Daleks, we had Cybermen, we had Silurians, we had Dradoon. Sorry. Calm down. We had monsters. We had music. We had Mark Williams, Murray Gold, Ben Foster, and I did mention monsters, but we had the Metropolitan Symphony Orchestra. I was going to say Symphonic Orchestra, but anyway. We had the Philharmonic Choir, and it was just brilliant. We had a great time. This sounds cheesy, but it lived up to its name. It was spectacular, like the one down in Melbourne. But there was something special about this one, seeing it was in the Sydney Opera House. I've been around the outside of that building a couple of times. I've never been in it, and it's a pleasure to have the first thing I go to there be Doctor Who related. Because you could probably tell that's one of my biggest obsessions and biggest inspirations, because not only are the actors incredible, the music is incredible, and, the writing, such clever writing. It's inspired me, really. It's one of the reasons why I'm aspiring to be an actor, and I want to dabble a bit in writing, and I want to try all these various things, because it's done so well on Doctor Who. But also, it was an honour to be there with people like the ABC Whovians, who gave me their business card and took a picture of me saying I was the best dressed doctor there, which kind of surprised me. But, it's quite a pleasure to be thought of in that way. But it was a pleasure to be there with fans who dressed up as, fairly accurately, vampires from Vampires in Venice. There was one vampire there. There was somebody with a gas mask, which was kind of accurate to the one in that episode. The Empty Child and the Doctor Dances. And he kind of had a lab coat on, like Dr. Constantine, and, like I said, an accurate gas mask, not too modern. And I love that not only do people like myself dress up as the Doctor, which is kind of a generic costume, because you see that just about week in and week out, except for Tennant had a variation on the suit, and Matt Smith is changing it up, obviously, in the upcoming Christmas special. And he's already worn a different jacket before. But they don't change too much. But to be that specific, and they put a lot of effort into it. The vampire looked brilliant. And there are people wearing Dalek dresses, which I love. I like that. And TARDIS dresses. Someone with an awesome, really thick blue tie with a TARDIS kind of there on his chest somewhere. I had to go on my tippy toes for you to see that. But I liked that. I love the variations on this one thing we all love. The way it could go. It could be anything. There could be TARDIS shirts, which I have. There could be the logo on a shirt. There were cutouts that were there that you could buy, and they were also there to pose with. And it was just brilliant. But also, something that I loved the most, apart from the music, which was the whole point of the night, really, and which is extraordinary. As you would know, I think that if you've listened to any podcast I've been on, I generally say it's just stunning. But one of the best things to do was, even though it wasn't in words, I wasn't going up to them and doing what I most likely expect I'd do, which would be, "Oh my God, you're amazing, I love you, I love Doctor Who, you're so good, wow!" No, I cheered and clapped. I went, "Woohoo!" and gave appreciation to Mark and Ben and Murray and Alex and the Silurians and the orchestra and everyone. But, I'd have loved to go up to Murray or go up to Ben or Alex or Mark and say, "You're amazing. You're involved with my one of my favourite things in the world. You've inspired me to do what I'd like to do, and that's just amazing. But I didn't need words. I was putting my heart into that cheering and clapping, and so was the entire room, the entire theatre. So much so that Alex got a well-deserved 30-second round of applause just walking onto stage. And then, of course, she said, "Hello, sweeties," to which we said hello, but she deserved that 30 seconds of... could have been over the top, but it was getting much louder and much bigger round of applause because she is brilliant. And Mark got a huge round of applause too because he was only in 2 episodes. I was going to say 3, but that's a storyboard. He was only in 2 episodes, sorry. And it was like he was in 3. We gave him as much love as if he was one of the Doctors because he deserves it. He's such a sweet character, such a great actor. And it's just so cool. And it was great giving Murray the love he deserves. And Ben, who did his great little fun bit with the Daleks, making him their slave conductor, which was fun. The whole thing was fun. And it was great sharing it with my 7-year-old nephew, who hasn't seen much Doctor Who, but he just loved what he's seen and he wants to see more. And this got him even more in love with the show. So basically, if you're watching this, anyone involved in organising that or putting it on or performing in it, thank you. Thank you for coming to Australia. And obviously the orchestra was already there. But thank you for playing the music. Thank you for coming to Australia. Thank you to those of you who are in suits, Cyberman suits, Silurian makeup, in this hot Australian summer to put on this wonderful performance. And thank you to Alex and Mark and Ben and Murray for doing your work on the show, but also coming to Australia and just entertaining us. And thank you, BBC, for organising it. And if maybe in 2014 you could organise to come down with a couple of cameras and maybe Matt Smith and Jenna Louise Coleman, if she's still with us, and you could film a couple of episodes here. And just, in New Zealand too, maybe. It could be a 2-parter alternating between 2 places. I don't know. Come on. It'll be fun. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for the show. And Geronimo.